Hello, this is Jeff Foster again. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I made my last video. It's the third month. Got one more week to do before I complete it, but I'm on the path to making my quota of $2,000 a month, working between 47 and 50 hours a week. It's been quite interesting. I'm still enjoying it. I just wanted to make this video to address a couple of issues that one of my subscribers brought to my attention, which I did speak on in another previous video before, but I will reiterate that on a couple issues here. Number one, the mileage that you put on your car is part of your business write-off, business expense. That wear and tear in your car is compensated to you during taxes at the end of the year, so you will get compensated for your mileage and gas and any other expense that comes along with driving as an entrepreneur. Um, I found that doing double batches can be a little confusing. Sometimes they'll send you to a store across your zone, quite a ways away, to shop. And if it's a double, maybe you'll drop off your first batch, at close by, and then drive across your zone to drop off the second batch. Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes they have you drop off the farther batch first, and then you'll work your way back to closer to where you shop to drop off your second batch. Um, it can be a little frustrating and confusing at times. Talk to Shopper Happiness, and they have a couple of um, explanations for why those things happen from time to time. It's a learning process for them, just like it's a learning process for us. This whole thing is new in our area, and a lot of the people that they're hiring to do this stuff are new to this area and the way it works. They still have a learning curve, just like we do. But it was explained to me that sometimes they'll get a batch that has to be delivered, let's say, at 1 o'clock, and the second batch that they want to stick with that batch that nobody's available to shop has to be delivered at 4 o'clock. So they give you the batch. Well, let's say the 1 o'clock batch is the one that's farther away. So they get you going on that one, figuring that by the time you shop that 1 o'clock batch and the 3 o'clock batch, you'll run down, drop off the first one at 1 o'clock, and by the time you get back, maybe you'll be a little bit early, but you should be back to drop off that 3 o'clock on time. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but sometimes they have to throw a batch in there. I got one the other day where I shopped, let's say, on very farthest edge of my zone for two batches. The first one was dropped off 5 minutes away. The second one was dropped off 45 minutes away on the totally opposite side of my zone. Uh, Luckily, I had my car set the way it was because I have a lot of refrigeration. The food and stuff that I had, ice cream and meats, were in refrigeration the whole time. I don't see how people that don't have my setup do it. To be honest with you, with these little insulated bags, wouldn't have done it that day. The ice cream would have been melted, meat would have been turning brown. This is Florida. It's been in the 90s every day with a heat factor over 100. So I can understand the frustration that you're having with the way they're setting up these double batches and the way they're dropping them off. My whole idea about it is be patient. They're learning, like I said before, just like we're learning. A lot of the people that are making these decisions, aren't really aware of what they're doing. That they don't really know the traffic situation down here, especially in Southwest Florida. I know they honestly don't realize that in the next month or so, a month and a half, our population is going to triple. Traffic's going to triple. Time that has to be allowed to deliver is going to have to be extended. But the way I look at it is, you're working with a company. They have their rules, like any other job that you do, except for you're a private contractor for them. You have to work with them. hopefully down the road, as they get busier, as they get better, as they get more and more badges, if they get busier and busier, they're gonna learn just like we learn, and there won't be a problem with that. You know what I mean? I'm hoping they're gonna learn just like we learn. And that's all I can say about that. Mileage, like I said before, and wear and tear and gas, the extra expense that you spend doing this is part of your business expense, and that money is not just spent in vain. You will get that back as far as tax write-off at the end of the year. You may end up paying no taxes, and I would advise very much that you put some taxes away, at least 15% of what you make, in a separate account. So at the end of the year, when you do get your taxes and they say, you don't owe anything, then think of it as that's all the money that you saved. All those write-offs right there in your hands, money in your pocket. Alrighty, I hope it answered any questions that are out there. If you want to drive, be a shopper for Instacart, I'll leave my referral number at the bottom. V, I'm sorry it's been a while. I'll try to leave a video at least once a month. Like I said, I got one more week. At the end of the month, I'll let you know if I made my quota of $2,000 a month. And if the picking up of hours gets any better. It's been a little tight since they're hiring and they're growing and getting ready for season. So I've had a little bit of a struggle trying to fight with those people on the internet to get those hours, but I've been managing. So far, I'm still liking it. I'm still happy. This is Jeff. Keep on shopping. Be happy. Be patient. Things will get better. I'm hoping. Alrighty? Take care.